Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Alrighty.
Took over. I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
I am what's called a random factor, sure.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Where am I now exactly?
Ah, ill-timed levity. How droll. Let's not waste precious time now. The Abbot must be eager for news of the explosion's causation. Namely, initiate Alva. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy
cool
or
earrings, by the way.
turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
Can you back this accusation up?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Probably need to investigate a bit before murdering anyone.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office.
Wow, we're gonna have a look around first.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Sealed. No cables to open this.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet. Fair.
Okay. There isn't really much to investigate here at the moment, I feel like. There isn't really anything.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
Ugh.
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Opening where the dead Varagnan presumably sprang from, the area is slathered in the species telltale slime. Let's go with Professor. If one managed to avoid entirely, they might dramatically increase their likelihood of surviving during chance encounters.
Of course, she's hiding something. Do you think those two exemplars just
Two
held
exemplars.
wrong? They're hardly
Lovely
prone to
day for
involuntary
differential
self-injury.
geometry.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just
Investigator.
blended in with the scenery
Factor said
somehow.
head on in.
Let's have a look around here first.
Investigator?
This is a fucking big ass facility.
Apologies. This unit's conversation module is functioning
Sealed.
intermittently.
Not something we get into either, just like that, unfortunately. Okay. This looks sealed as well. So I think this all will kind of like unseal at the next step when after we talk to her.
May circumstances proceed to
High security access card. The two auto initiates appear to have been shot. Yes, an initiate was forced to fire on the other, who in turn shot him. How did they do that? Why would you force someone
All
to
your
do this?
endeavors add to the equation.
Evaluational... What? Dithering. What the fuck is dithering? And this is fucking huge. Huge. Yep, can always see this is closed. Okay, so we need to talk to, the Alva person, and then go there.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
She's incredibly informed. How could you tell I'm from the Earth Directorate?
I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, two-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help.
I inspected the bodies of the guards you killed. That took considerable skill.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over.
What training?
You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks.
No one just... Nah. Oh well, it answers everything. No further questions.
I'm quite pleased to have persuaded you. Now, if only I had some way of convincing the others. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
She seems so suspicious. Like, this is the most suspicious person I've ever seen. You might blow this place up, is that true?
If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the
She's
plan
so-
favor us against long odds.
So fucking chipper, right? For being in this situation. It's like no one's like,
Always account for standard deviation.
right? Okay. Launch records consist of a number of instructions that are timestamp uniquely numbered. Using the time of launch initiate Alpha supplied, you are able to look up the recent launch. The entry shows that it was directed at Outpost Opportunity. You also detect a slight odor from the records, but it's unclear if that's just a type of paper or product of the printing process. We're gonna lick it, of course. Revealing fragments of text from extra entries that have been largely erased somehow. You can't make heads or tails of it though. Incredibly suspicious. Launch records have been expunged. The digital ones, that is.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too discreet.
Our Earth Directorate friend.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Metadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
Facility secured then. Actually, you two seem unexpectedly cordial.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
You turn up anything else, or remember anything odd earlier?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame.
He's only telling us
Nothing
that
conclusive,
now?
Yet enough to give me pause.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear?
The launch records have been tampered with. Actually, you knew that I would find something.
Well, dear, it's simply logical. I knew such evidence must exist, since I knew
Is
I
it
didn't
though?
do this.
Is it?
But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions.
That's
And
true.
I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
Someone left you to pull the trigger. Actually, all this seems very convenient.
Oh, do be patient with me, dear. I realize I'm only an armchair investigator, but what you uncovered appears to imply 2 further avenues of inquiry. A Zyranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I guess. Can we prove that the launch was altered?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zyranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I still can't tell if you're lying or not, Alva, but I guess I play along. Actually, I'd like to know more at first.
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Okay then.
And may the plan guide you.
Always account for standard deviation.
Standard deviation.
Most bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwit.
Actually, have a side quest at the moment. Do.
Yes, suppose you'll do.
What?
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zyranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zyranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
Good luck. What I don't already know on the topic, I'm smart enough to figure out.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
All right.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
What happened here?
You know, I'm imagining actual perpetrators becoming pretty nervous right about now. I mean, they must have but problems began now. Started to multiply.
But that is quite a long way. Seeing something? What are we doing here exactly? Investigate refinement logistics. Allows users to update settings for the Zyranium overflow venting system. Make a lucky guess. Beautiful. You're right. Okay, so this is where we come back. Then we just right.
You're back. I see my choice in you. Zyranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Maybe you can help me with some answers then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Am I correct in assuming the leak occurred right after the attack on Outpost Opportunity?
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Do you happen to know anything about Initiate Alva?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Do you see anyone lurking about here before or after the leak occurred?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Cortisol actually impedes memory retrieval, not encoding. Slip off the tongue, I guess.
Ah, quite right. Anything else?
Uh,
I am greatly... This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
okay, okay. I thought we would find something here about Alva. It shall not be. Personal assessment Initiate Alva. During a recent discussion, Initiate Alva has shown a profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. As matters of silence, one can only characterize as stony. I would say it almost appears that she's being evasive. No, shit. Again, she is fucking sus as fuck. Okay, so this was not the lab, right, that she was talking about? So we already got it here.
Factor's been in there a while now. Perhaps this conundrum is approaching a solution.
A lot of money, I think. Man, this card opens so many doors. Heals 870 health of duration plus 10 Zyranium poisoning. Let's have a look here. $360 and then 360 over 5 seconds, so that's 720. Better. Though you get poisoning. It's still better. Okay. Cool. So this is the last area actually we haven't seen yet, so seems that unless you can get there. No.
I like that Alva. Granted, she's most likely lying through her teeth, but at least she's interesting.
That is an incredibly good summary of Alva. I completely agree. How the fuck am I so super fast?
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive.